Does it look good? Is it power packed? Is it a new generation? Wait. That can't be right.
After having sold over 9 lakh units since 2015, Hyundai's best-selling SUV is back. And this time, it's got more to offer.
And before you say it's an all new generation model, well, let me stop you right there, because it's not. It's a facelift, an update, but a thorough one at that.
Look at it, it's modern, sophisticated and stunning.
And those who thought that this one would look like the Mini Tucson, well, Hyundai has baffled all of them by bringing us this, a very India-specific model, because this one does not get made in Indonesia, where the new Creta Facelift was launched. But this one gets new front bumper, and you get these glossy elements up here. There is a bit of glossy elements and a bit of brushed aluminium finish, and that's where this grille actually gets implemented. And you've seen these elements even on some of the international cars portfolio of Hyundai. But what grab your attention are these inverted L-shaped LED DRLs, and they look good. In fact, from a distance, you cannot mistake this for any other car.
At the rear, the LED light bar setup and tail lamp design resemble the ones up front, which helps to keep the design elements uniform. The rear bumper is new as well, and so is the tailgate design. There aren't many changes seen on the profile, save for all new alloy wheel designs, which again enhance the stance of the compact SUV. While the rest of the dimensions remain the same, it's only the length that has gone up by 30mm, and that's solely because of the enhancements to the front and rear bumpers. It looks fantastic, and you turn your head for a second glance to look at it. The cabin too oozes the same charm.
Hyundai has basically revamped the entire dashboard. It's cleaner, it's very sophisticated, and the colors pop out. This color is actually going to be kind of a dust magnet, but still the black elements in here and the beige, they complement each other, and then there is a bit of dark brown as well. Very nicely done. The ones that grab your attention are these two 10.25 inch screens. One is the infotainment system and one is the digital instrument cluster. Now this is something that we've seen on the Seltos as well. It's the same system, there's no difference there, but this is a bit curved, which actually adds a lot of value. It's at a 90-degree angle, so even if the sun falls on it, it won't lose the brightness that it has, and you can see everything very clearly. That is super cool. Having said all of that, the quality of materials used is just top notch. And then there is a panoramic sunroof, very well done. In fact, in the interior you actually feel extremely good sitting here. It's good under thigh support, good lumbar support as well. So very well done, Hyundai Motor India, very well done. But you missed something. You absolutely missed what is essential. You get a wireless charger, but you do not get wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And this is not the first time that the Hyundai Motor Group has disappointed customers in that space.
Having said all of this, I've already told you that the dimensions haven't changed, and so hasn't the space at the back.
Well, the rear seat is pretty comfortable too, but I have some issues with the knee room that I get. Could have been better, yes. This could have been scooped out, could have made for a better option. There is decent amount of under thigh support, decent amount of headroom too, and the massive glass area also helps. You also get two USB-C type chargers back here, but what I love about it is that you get 3-point seat belts for all the people sitting in the car. That's a big thing. So yes, there's hardly any difference in the way this one was as compared to the earlier one, but yeah, I mean, it's still a good place to be in.
I'll get to the features part in a bit, but let's first get down to driving this one.
There are no changes in terms of engine specifications, especially in the diesel, because it's the same 1.5 liter engine churning out the same amount of power, 114 bhp, and 250 newton meters of torque on offer. Now that torque is available from as low as 1500 rpm, but there is a lag for anything below that, and well, the 6-speed automatic tries its best to keep up, but the lag is very obvious. However, once it is in that torque band, there is enough and more power pushing it, so that's good. These paddle shifters too work pretty well, and the shifts are quick, it's non-hesitant, so that's good. The one thing I can't get my head around though is if I put this in sport mode, it changes the way the engine reacts, right? It's faster, quicker, more revs, and the paddle shifters also work well, and the gear shifts also have a bit of urgency. However, if I shift down or up, I get out of sports mode and it's back to normal. I haven't really understood that aspect yet.
But I didn't face that problem when I used the dial to change into sport mode. So this was a bit surprising, and we reported this bug to the Hyundai team, but got no answers. The Creta now also gets a 1.5 liter turbo petrol engine, and this is not the first time we've driven a Hyundai with one.
But the one that impressed me the most is this one. Is the 1.5 liter turbo petrol engine, which offers 158 brake horsepower and 253 newton meters of torque on offer. Now, that makes this the most powerful Creta ever made. It replaces the 1.4 liter turbo petrol engine, which was earlier part of the package. Of course, Hyundai discontinued it, but this one is more refined. That's what I can say. In normal mode, the reactionary time of the gearbox is alright. There is a hint of lag there, but put it in sport mode and you downshift and there's an instant reaction, and you kind of enjoy the way this one drives in sport mode too, and it keeps pulling till about 6000 rpm. That's something. And yes, this is going to be priced quite higher, but it's the one you'll enjoy driving.
The diesel manual returns fuel economy figures of 21.8 kilometers per liter, while the automatic I drove provides 19.1 kilometers per liter. The turbo petrol surprisingly proves to be more economical compared to the naturally aspirated one, returning 18.4 kilometers per liter. The Creta also gets traction control modes for snow, mud and sand. But this one is not an off-roader because it still is a front-wheel drive car.
The ride of the Creta was never in question here, especially of the updated version. And this one continues that legacy. So the ride is not too soft or too hard. It's perfect, in fact. And even the big bumps or any undulations on the road are dealt with ease. So it's pretty much up there when it comes to ride quality. What is annoying though, a bit, is the intervention of the ADAS technology on the steering wheel. So every time I want to get out and overtake, it just takes over. Yeah, you can't overtake, it takes over. So that's a bit annoying. I understand the safety aspect of it, but there is constant intervention and you can't override it, because even if you put your hands on the steering wheel, the system is still on. It's a little annoying.
So yes, it's not all great to have a level 2 ADAS equipped machine which constantly interferes with your driving. Expect some ego tussles there. But at the end of the day, the level 2 ADAS tech is all about keeping the occupants safe. And so it does its job perfectly well. In fact, even on roads where there weren't markings, which is the case many a times in India, it still managed to control the car well. The front camera and rear radar really do the job effectively. You also get a 360-degree camera as well, which you can zoom in or out of. Hyundai with the Creta has upped the safety game. In fact, has made significant updates to enhance the structural strength of the SUV. We won't be surprised if Hyundai guns for its second 5-star safety rated car with the Creta. The Creta's rival remain unchanged, but there have been improvements made on the Seltos, Harrier, Aster and even the Taygun. But the Creta stands out amongst all of them with what it has to offer. The Creta is priced between 11 lakh rupees and 20 lakh rupees, and there are a ton of variants and options to choose from. The Creta Facelift is a car that has yet again managed to set the benchmark in the segment. Is it unbeatable in that segment then? Well, for now, yes, because it has everything going its way and then some.